What does it really take to shoot one of those professional big budget commercials for a brand like Lace? You know the ones, bright colors, that perfect slow motion crunch? Well, I decided to find out. The catch? I tried to film it right here in my living room with a budget of $0, using only the gear I could find lying around. My plan was ambitious, and let me tell you, things went wrong immediately. From a lighting disaster to uncooperative chips and making my whole living room a complete mess. This is the story of how I failed my way into making an ad which I'm actually proud of. It's a journey of frustration, losing hope, and way too many potato chips. So why Lay's? Because they are iconic. The company started way back in 1932 when a salesman named Herman Lay began selling chips from the trunk of his car. For over 90 years, they have been a part of good times. Their commercials are always about one thing: joy. I wasn't trying to make a parody. I genuinely want to see if I, a regular person in a regular household, could capture that same heartfelt feeling. My concept felt simple enough: a few quick happy shots, hero shot, Lay's chip falling in beautiful slow motion. I sketched out a storyboard, cleared the junk off my dining table, and grabbed my trusty camera, a couple of gears, and some fresh bag of Lay's. I was ready, I was confident, and looking back, I was completely delusional. I hit my first roadblock almost immediately: the lighting. In my head, the shot was bright, airy, and beautiful. The reality, I only had one key light with which it is difficult to get that high-key commercial look, and everything looked dim. It looked less like a commercial and more like a crime scene. My joyful snack looked like it was having an existential crisis. Every shot I took screamed homemade, and not in the cool, charming way. The frustration was really starting to build. How do the pros make everything look so perfect? No problem, I thought. I'll just use natural light and some portable LEDs that I own, along with the one key light that I already have. After an hour of getting absolutely nowhere, I was this close to calling it quits. I was just sitting there staring at my sad, poorly lit bag of chips. Then I tried to change the angle of the key light and made a nice overhead kind of setup, along with portable small LEDs. This made the light instantly softer and more spread out. My setup was a complete mess, held together by briar and a chip clip, but it worked. And that was my first aha moment. It's not about owning expensive lights, it's about understanding how to shape the light you have. Okay, lighting problem solved. I was feeling invincible. It was time for the main event, the slow motion hero shot, or hero shots, I could say. One shot is the side view of the chips launching into the air, and the other one is the top down shot. This turned out to be 100 times harder than the lighting. Next, how to make it fall gracefully. I just launched it into the air. Getting the chip to be in focus was the hard part. Most times it would just miss the focus, and as you can see, my living room is a big mess. Hope my wife doesn't see this video. I had a growing graveyard of failed hero chips. My camera's slow motion just gave me a longer video of a chip failing and not falling. But not giving up was the main intention, so I just kept trying infinite number of times. And finally, I got it, one perfect take. Since I was super ambitious, I also had one shot in mind. However, I later realized that I would need a probe lens to achieve this shot. The price of probe lens made me give up that shot entirely, but then I got an idea. Friction arm and iPhone, kind of simple setup. So guys, this is the probe lens setup that I did using a friction arm. As you can see, it's connected to this tripod like this. And if I just move the tripod, you can see the shot that you can get. It's like a hack if you don't have a probe lens. The next shot was pretty straightforward. It's just a stop motion video of the chip. First of all, have you tried to find a perfect potato chip? I searched through half a bag to find the chosen one, free of any cracks or blemishes. With all the footage finally in the can, it was time for the final push in the edit. I hunted for the right music, something upbeat, cheerful, and royalty-free. Then came sound design. A chip commercial is nothing without that signature, irresistible crunch. My camera's microphone wasn't going to cut it, so yes, this is where Epidemic Sound comes into place. They have a wide varieties of royalty-free music and sound effects. You can check Epidemic Sound by clicking the link in the description. Thank you, Epidemic Sound. It's platforms like these that saves creators from drowning. Finally, I moved into color grading, my favorite part of editing. I pushed the saturation just a little to make that iconic yellow bag and the golden color of the chips really pop. Slowly but surely, all the messy, frustrating pieces were coming together to look like a real commercial. So, after that trial and error, here it is. This is my homemade zero budget commercial for Lace. I started this project with just a bag of chips and a wildly optimistic idea. I faced bad lighting, stubborn snacks, and the limitations of my own gear. There were so many moments where I was convinced this would be a funny failure. But by finding creative workarounds and refusing to give up, I managed to create something that I'm genuinely proud of. It's not perfect, but it captures the feeling I was going for. It's a statement that you don't need Hollywood budget to create something cool. The most important gear you have is your own creativity and your ability to problem solve. This entire process was a huge learning curve to me that forced me to think outside the box. So, what do you guys think? Did I manage to capture that lace magic? Let me know in the comments below. And more importantly, this was a ton of fun thing to do. So, what brand should I do next? Drop your suggestions in the comments, and maybe I'll make a homemade commercial of it soon. For those who don't know, I'm Fenzer. I do travel, tech, and filmmaking on this channel. So, if you're into that sort of stuff, please consider hitting the subscribe button. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys all had fun with this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.